taking on the Detroit Lions. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Ford Field. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Goff now to throw. That throw taken in by Jameson Williams. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
One down, only about 500 more to go this season. He would certainly welcome most of his passes this year going as well as that. Now that the first one is over, time to settle into a groove and begin the long journey towards Week 18 and hopefully the playoffs.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They call it a loss of a yard there. And it'll be 4th down.
No surprise they decided to throw on 3rd down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. To throw is Shuck. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
They give to Achane on the option. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
To the right side and intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line.
Shuck's pass intercepted. Sets up a first
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Goff. This is caught. And in for the Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And It's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
7-yard line.
This is 2nd and 8. Throwing, Shough. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Shough now to throw. That's Olave bringing in another one. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
To throw now, Shough. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Here's Shough. Got his man, and that's the rookie 4th-round pick. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 32-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On play action, Shough. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive. A run straight ahead with Achane. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30. And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Working out of the gun here, Shough. And down he goes. They sack it back right around the 41-yard line. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. They'll indeed go. Here's Shuck. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Here's Goff. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. Now they gain almost 40 yards here.
And as you saw right there, this is a guy with pretty good speed for a tight end. Nice job there, catching the short throw and turning it upfield. He can also be a weapon downfield as well.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
When trying to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
Goff. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to...
And shedding the tackle and now some room. He's still on his feet. Chris Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. Chris Olave. 74 yards. And the Saints are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
His kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. Goff now looking to throw. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Play action. It's Goff. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Oh, yeah, Kool-Aid McKinstry picks it off. And the Saints are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Even the most tenured quarterbacks can still get fooled from time to time. He clearly thought he had a throwing lane, but the defense shut it down and picked it off. I'm sure he's frustrated with himself, but I'm also sure he'll shake it off.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 5.
Here's Goff. He'll go right back to St. Brown. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Goff now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down.
1st and 10.
On play action, they'll throw.
A little short pass here taken in by Laporta.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Marking down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
9-yard line.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
My
and
first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal. Bates' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Up the middle, Achane. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10.
Now Shuck. Throwing out right here, caught by Olave.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Here now, 2nd and 4. They'll throw. Here's Shuck. To the left side, taken in by Tyson.
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His first NFL reception goes for 6.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Smith now for the extra point.
And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Saints 14, Lions 10.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jahmyr Gibbs
In the final seconds of the first half.
and the Lions are once again back in front.
They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Get right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big time.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
A great play there. 65 yards.
And the Saints come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Lions 17.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
And, Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, 1-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth, almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just, our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side, trying to match each other.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Goff. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Goff. It's Williams on the catch. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Goff now 13 out of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a first down.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25.
Ryan Brzee fought in and got him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
From the gun, here's Goff. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Goff now looks to throw. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. It'll go. It's nearly a loss of 10 on 1st and goal, so a disaster there. It goes as a 9-yard loss on the sack. Now Goff.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. And that could turn out to be a giant play, Charles. You've got an offense driving to take the lead, but they're turned away on the INT.
And I think that we might look back on this in the 4th quarter and say, that was the play of the game.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line.
Jack Campbell running him down behind the line.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
And he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him, 15 big yards.
And the Saints.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
To throw is shot. Open man is Tyson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd down and a yard.
To throw now, Shuck. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Throwing, Shuck. He had a man open, but missed him, and it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him. Find him.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. It's a quarterback sneak. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. So following the failed try on 4th down, we'll change ends and change possession. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Gone. And the screen unsuccessfully dropped it.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now it's gone.
Open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead.
Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
A good starting spot for the Saints as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Here's Shuck.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10. Shuck now to throw. Over the middle, he's got Tyson.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there, not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Working out of the gun here, Shuck. Olave over the middle.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
That's Olave bringing in another one.
And they will advance this across midfield, but still well shy of a first as he's tackled at the 47. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Saints answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. Smith now for the extra point.
And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Saints 28, Lions 24.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Goff. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. 4 touchdown passes now for Jared Goff.
And the Lions use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the 4th.
The kicker on.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score Lions 31, Saints 28.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run from Achane.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here comes 2nd down.
He's back to throw.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
Intercepted. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Goff now to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Lions 1st down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
That's good for the Lions. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the 20-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.